For a long time there was nothing. Then all of a sudden a massive explosion created 6 subatomic crystals as well as the entire universe in a process. Each stone will control a point except its existence. The red stone controls reality, the orange stone controls soul, the yellow stone controls mind, the green stone controls time, the blue stone controls space, and the magenta stone controls power. These stones are very powerful, and if we're opposite the 6 of them, they become the strongest creature in the universe, being able to control light with the snap of their fingers. One of these stones, the Power Stone, made its way towards planet Earth at rapid speed. It represented the atmosphere to crunch into the surface of small woods, creating an identity-sized crater. Another stone, the Mind Stone, made its crash landing near a log cabin. A third one, a Space Stone, will land in a kingdom. A fourth one, a Time Stone, will land overseas in the present day of Adventure Bay. A fifth one, the Reality Stone, landed in the present day, Foggy Bottom. And the sixth stone, the Soul Stone, landed in an underwater kingdom. In a beautiful time of Adventure Bay, 6 pups were running around the lookout's backyard playing tag. Walkie the recycling pup was it, and walked around looking for someone to tag. He walked by a log without giving much attention to it before the small bulldog, like Burr, dropped out into the grass. "You spider cooties!" screamed Wobble, the consumption pup, as he took in an instant spider off his nose. Walkie walked over to him and tagged him. "Got you, Wobble," the mixed breed declared proudly. "Now you're it!" "Aw, darn!" said Wobble. The other pups soon joined Walkie and Wobble. "Is everyone else getting bored?" said Zimmer, the water pup. Then someone's stomach growled. "Well, I'm getting hungry," said Wobble. This caused the other pups to laugh, for it seemed like Wobble was always hungry. "I have to agree with Wobble on this one," said Chase, the police pup. "I'm getting hungry too. Why don't we go down to support us with some of his famous meatballs?" said Jakes, Marshall the fire pup. "You guys go ahead," said Walkie. "I'll stay back." "Walkie, are you sure?" asked Sky the pilot pup. "Yeah, I'm sure. Besides, Ryder wanted me to help with his vehicle maintenance." "Alright, if you say so," said Marshall. "Let's go, pups." He turned around and started to take off from his supporters. However, he tripped over his own dog bone and stumbled backwards, crashing into the other 5 pups. "Oops, sorry," he said with a blush. The other pups just rolled their eyes and laughed, as they were used to Marshall's wipeouts too. They helped each other their paws and took off to meet supporters. When they got there, Chase watched ahead and everyone else and held the doors open for them. "Monsieur," he said in the best French accent he could master to the 3 guy pups. "Mademoiselle," he said in that same accent when Sky entered, causing the cockapoo to giggle and blush. The pups approached to the center and Chase went to bed to give his supporters attention. "Oh, hi pups. I was taking the meatballs out of the oven. What can I do for you guys?" "We were wondering if we could have some of your meatballs," said Wobble angrily. "Of course you can," said Mr. Porter. "I'll have them ready in 10 minutes. In the meantime, you guys can sit whenever you like." "Thanks, Mr. Porter," said the pups. They ran outside and decided to sit at a booth next to the restaurant. Walkie walked out of the elevator to the second floor for the lookout, where he saw Ryder watching the news. Not wearing the scale of the boy, the mixed breed cleared his voice to make his presence known. "Hey, Walkie," said Ryder. "What's up?" The other pups went to Mr. Porter's for some meatballs, but I decided to stay back. "Do you want to work on your vehicle maintenance?" "I would love to, Walkie," said Ryder, "but unfortunately that will have to wait. I'm just getting a lot of my pup pad that the Adventure Bay is supposed to be hit with some possible severe storms in about an hour. It's already getting dark." Walkie walked over to the west window, and Ryder was right. The sky that direction was dark in the clouds. Should we tell the elves to hurry back then? I was just about to do that, and then I'm gonna want the kitties. She and Callie come up for the night since we're on higher ground. However, Wonky wasn't paying attention. He looked back out the west window and noticed a faint glow near the oak tree where Wubble likes to take his naps. Is it me? Or is the base of the oak tree glowing green? He thought to himself. Wonky, Wonky! Wido tried getting the mix breed's attention. Huh? What is that, Wido? I said I'm going to Katie's to help them bring the stuff up here over the night, since we live on higher ground. It shouldn't take more than 20 minutes. Okay? Oh, okay, and sorry about that, Wido. The stone clamps distract me, said Rocky as Wido walked to the elevator with a chuckle. Rocky watched as Wido disintegrated and then turned his attention back to the window. I just have to know what that is, he said to himself. He decided to do a little investigation. He jumped down the slide and ambled over the oak tree. When he found where the glow was coming from, he started to dig. He didn't care that he gained dirty in the process. He continued to dig until he could reach back down and back up into the tree, where he gasped until the was causing the contrary glow. He pulled his paw back out and opened it, revealing a tiny green stone. Before he could examine it more, he picked it up. The sound of two voices belonging to Wido and Katie, as well the sound of thunder growing louder. He dodged to his pub house, closed the door, turned on his light, and examined the crystal in the pulsation. It was green, and it translated. It glowed brightly, not knowing else what to do with it. He slid the stone in his pillowcase and walked outside. By this point, it had started to rain, not hard, but steadily. Wonky dashed into the lookout and shook himself dry. The pub's wore out Mr. Porter's were having a time of their lives right now, eating Mr. Porter's meatballs and enjoying each other's company regular day. Remember when Marshall stayed home while we were parachuting and used all our pub pack to help Katie round out the runaway kittens? Asked Wubble. Yeah, he stretched out on my pub pack a little. The wings were slightly big on me for a little, Sky teased. Yeah, those wings were not most comfortable to wear, said Marshall. But what do you expect with a pub pack that small or a pub as big as Paw Patrol? Wido here, Wido interrupted Marshall for Chase the pub pack. What is Wido, sir? Asked the German Shepherd. The Natural Weather Service is taking a service thunderstorm that is approaching the Central Bay. They say it will get here in an hour. I would like you guys to be back in the lookout before then. We're gonna help Katie and her stuff to the lookout. Since we live on higher ground, she's going to stay with us for the night. Okay, Wido, we'll be back in 20 minutes, said Zimmer. The pups glanced over the sea where the sky, in fact, was covered in storm clouds. Thunder can be heard in the distance. Come on, pups, let's head back before we get caught in the storm, said Sky, to lead the others towards the lookout, but Chase walked back to the red one first. Thank you for the meatballs, Mr. Porter, Chase said. Anytime, Chase. Take care. Chase and left the wedge one off to the lookout. Ugh, why the hell has that to be uphill? He thought. Not to mention I have a full belly. You could see the other four pups, 300 feet of him. The thunder grew louder and soon it started to rain. That blew in very quickly. Wonky was about to head into the lookout when he heard barking and howling. He turned towards the lookout driveway when he saw Marshall, Zuma, Wubble, and Sky. They're always inside, soaking wet, out of breath. Wait a second, said Marshall, looking around. Where's Chase? The pups turned their heads to the door well built. They saw Chase running up to the driveway. He too buzzed into the lookout. Where were you? Asked Sky. We were getting worried. I think Mr. Porter for the meatballs, Chase said. And boy, did that storm came in quickly. The pups took themselves dry and gathered the family members, Wido, Katie, and Callie. The quirky purple cat was asleep, and Wido and Katie were sitting in the two of the pups' beanbag chairs. The pups jumped onto their beanbag chairs, with Wubble and Zuma being forced to share, and Chase choosing to share with Sky, mainly because of his crutch with the cockapoo. They all stared and as the storm kept winding in, some of them eventually drifting off to sleep. Chase had butterflies as Sky fell asleep next to him, her head resting on his shoulder. He was blushing a deep red. As he closed his eyes, Walking Land's beanbag allows Pup to fall asleep, with nothing in his mind except that strange green stone he found buried in the oak tree.